Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I just got distracted by my dog. She's making sounds. That's what she does. Welcome to the Waking Cloak stream where I do stuff for like an hour and a half and then my brain explodes and I stop. Oh yeah, I had this up and I meant to be like open on this and be all cool because it's like in the background while I'm entering stuff. Yeah, this is my game. It's also running very slowly for some reason. Whatever. Welcome. I hope that you all are doing well. I wasn't sure if I was actually going to be able to stream tonight because my wife came home and had a rather large headache, migraine thing. And she's like, I'm going to go coach anyway. So, she's a volleyball coach. And she likes to work hard. So, so she's gone and I'm here alone in my house, except for the dogs and cats. There's only one dog. Last time I streamed was Monday of last week. It's been a week. I've just been playing Breath of the Wild most of the time. Sooner or later I'll finish it. Maybe I'll get some work done soon. Though the other problem is, once I finish that, I've got this. Mass Effect. Which, depending on who you are, is the most evil game in existence. I'm not that worried about it. I think it's going to be fun. So, that might keep me busy for a while. What was I working on? I was working on drawing the inventory to a surface, because... Hey, Brian! How's it going? Good to see you. I was working on drawing to a surface, which I don't know how to do. But hopefully, since I'm more awake today, this should be easier. We'll see. Out of curiosity, is it drawing the surface to coordinates? So I'm playing Mass Effect. That's cool. I haven't played it yet. I'm looking forward to it though. Despite all of the craziness of the internet. Oh no, dang it. Well, that sucks. Yeah, a friend of mine is playing it through it though, and we were kind of Mass Effect buddies back when the original trilogy was coming out. And he's enjoying it, and he says it's not really that big of an issue as the internet is making it. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm going to probably start playing it this week, because I think I'm going to finish Zelda this week. Okay, can I draw the surface to a GUI? Un momento. Let me pull out Game Maker. So that's the problem. Is it's drawing the surface to it's drawing the surface to the normal coordinates and not to the GUI coordinates, which is really odd. That's 2014. It's not the right article. Surface. What other surface methods are there? Oh, surfaces. Drawing to a surface manually, the surface is always at the position of 0, 0. Absolute coordinates to local coordinates for the surface. Okay. The view side of the surface, which you draw something that's currently viewed to the surface, you should subtract the view x and view y coordinates from the actual x and y coordinates. Get the relative position of the surface. So the surface is always at a position. It doesn't matter if it's in the GUI or not. kind of annoying. It's like half the reason I'm drawing it in the GUI. If you view size surface, which I do, draw something that's currently in view to that surface. Next. Okay, I don't need that. It's way too much stuff. You're enjoying it. It's pretty polarizing from what I've seen of a person. If a fan, they seem to like it. If they weren't, then they seem to hate it. I've seen kind of somewhere who liked the original trilogy, but are like, this new one is terrible. To me, it's just amazing that something like a game is so polarizing. Like, I understand the hullabaloo over the Mass Effect 3 ending, because I was really disappointed. But I do understand, I guess, disappointment. Like, if you love something so much, you're expecting so much, and then it's not everything you ever hoped and dreamed for, because it's a video game. Well, it lets you down. And I'm expecting to enjoy it. I'm not expecting it to be, like, the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Because it won't be. I'm going to take it for what it is and try to ignore the internet and see if I can just enjoy it. And my friend said it's a lot like, it's a lot like the original Mass Effects. Maybe the story isn't quite as compelling, or maybe it is. Maybe the characters aren't as good, I don't know. Maybe they are, but yeah. I need to figure out how to draw this to the corner of the camera. So it should be view. See the point of being disappointed. To me, less critical as I don't have a ton of time to play games. Yeah, I'm at that point too in my life where I work most of the time. And a lot of times when I'm at home, my wife is home, and so I'm not playing video games because I want to hang out with my wife. So when I play a game, I'll either, if I don't like it, I'll just not play it. Hey man, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. It's been a little while. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to Mass Effect. That said, I am enjoying the crap out of the new Zelda. It's so much fun. Display. I was just really curious if I could get display, but I can't. Yeah, throw kids in the mix. I think we're considering having kids in the next year or two. We're not totally sure about that, but yeah, once you have kids, you're even busier. I'll pretty much only play it, work during lunch at that point, I think. If I'm not sleeping or something. Okay, that works. What happens if I do this, though? Oh. That works. That works. Oh, awesome. Okay. That actually surprisingly worked. Sort of second Zelda playthrough, I love it. Still loving it. Yeah, man, it's such a good game. I beat all 4 Divine Beasts. I'm working on getting all the memories. I have 1 more left. What else have I done? I don't want to be like spoiler or anything, in case somebody watches this at some point and it's like, oh no. Currently, I'm shooting arrows at dragons. Put it that way. Actually, no. Currently, I'm invading Hyrule Castle, which is what I was doing 10 minutes before I started the stream. And then I was like, oh crap, I have to start the stream. Okay, so if I do this... Kiwi, hush. Okay, so this is still a problem because I think it's because we're trying to draw. Let's see if this works. Nope. Okay, that's a new one. So this is a surface of my... It's like what's in memory. That's really fascinating. Huh. Okay, well that's messed up. Why is it doing this? Yeah, when I first encountered the dragon, it was kind of emotional actually, because I was up on I think the highest point of the game, and I wasn't expecting it all. I was at the highest point being like I think Gerudo Highlands. It's super high elevation. So I was just kind of running around there, and I hear this music start, and I'm like, wow, this is really beautiful music. And I turn around, and there's this dragon, like off the side of the cliff, just flying there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Yeah, I'm a fan. Oh, I just realized that what I did won't do anything. Yeah. Okay. So, should we draw surface? True. So I guess the game really doesn't like drawing to GUI, drawing surfaces to the GUI. Any hopes, predictions for Nintendo's proclaimed big E3? When I saw that, the skeptical part of me said it's just gonna be like a couple 3DS games and like a Switch game that we've already heard of, like Mario or something. Because Reggie always says it's gonna be a big E3, but I think the more childlike part of me is hoping for like some surprise. Like I don't know what. I'm not expecting Metroid. So that would be like the highlight of E3. But I did hear a rumor that they were going to do an HD remake of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, which would be so good. That would be awesome. I love that game. That's just a rumor though, so who knows? I mean, Metroid and then the mainline Fire Emblem game that they announced for 2018 or whatever. Not Fire Emblem Warriors, but the console game, like the mainline game. If they announced something about that, that would be awesome too. I would love to see Fire Emblem. No, the 1,000-Year Door thing was for the Direct. That was a rumor for the Direct. I don't know what they're going to do for E3. Surface draw. Doesn't draw to the screen. Whoa. It's visible. If discreet, Nintendo needs to an E3 with this whole new console thing, announcing nothing new for the Switch speed. No, I agree. And I do think that they will have some exciting stuff. Hey, wait, hey, it worked. Wait, did it work? That's just the part of me that's seen Nintendo pre-last year, where they kind of had some cool stuff, but it was like, okay. I mean, okay. But announcing nothing. Yeah, they need to announce something new. What the heck is happening here? Okay, I obviously do not know how to do surfaces. Like, because it's down there for a split second, and then it stops redrawing it. ¿Por qué? Well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna comment this out. I'm gonna comment this out. I'm gonna comment this out. And I'm just gonna say, feel free to redraw the surface a bazillion times. Who cares? Oh, this should be draw GUI begin, so that we go before the one huge reveal, a new Mother game, a new Animal Crossing. Needs to announce system selling out, just game worth playing if you have a Switch. I agree. Absolutely. The question is, will they do that? They need to, and they've been on point with the Switch, and they've been on point with their advertising. The new games they have coming out sound really exciting. I'm questioning whether we will see a surprise. But they do. I think they really need one. All right. Okay, so that's working. We'll just forget about this for a while. My initial impression of surfaces was you would like draw to it, and then you like have that surface, and then you can just kind of like throw it up whenever you want to, or just keep it up. But I think that I'm misunderstanding surfaces, and in that case, I want to, because I'm reading this right now. This is that surfaces, except the application surface, are volatile. So, I was gonna say when the game loses focus, then the surface may be destroyed. But in my case, the game is losing focus. The surface is losing focus. I'm not sure what's going on. So I'm just not going to do it right now, and I'll do this on my own time. Yeah. Okay, so we'll get back to that at some point. Let me pull up my notes. Yeah, I think Nintendo's been doing great, and I think that if they continue it, this E3 is going to be a really awesome Nintendo E3. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just... Yeah, surfaces, well, maybe they are straightforward, and maybe I'm just really dim. Who knows? There's a bug outside in the glass door, and the animals are like freaking out. It's hilarious. Okay, I got this. I just checked off the part where I got the this thing working. This. I think something that might be good to do is to move the cursor to the spot that is in the index. So, let's go to swap item A. Heart tells me as a business they know this year's more crucial than most. I think they do. I think the non-surprise reveal will be gameplay of Mario Odyssey. I agree with that. Like, I feel like they are definitely going to show gameplay of Mario Odyssey. Swap item A. I'm really bad at guessing surprises though, so could be anything. Yes, when we do this, are we actually increasing the index? No, I guess we're not. I guess we need to figure out where this is actually being increased and go there. Over here. And what we'll do here is we'll say, what is it? I guess this is column index equals, I guess. Think of the new mobile Animal Crossing game coming, and potentially a main series game originally intended for Wii U, move to Switch. Animal Crossing will get a reveal and tease Animal Crossing Focus Direct. That's my hope prediction. There we go. That's nice. Also, I broke it. I think that's a reasonable prediction. If that happens, yeah, I think it's a good prediction. 2-5 is out of range 3-5. What? Yeah, because I don't have 3 rows. But I don't want to have 3 rows. I don't want to move to a 3rd row. And inventory. Step 0, line 62 for current item equals. Oh. Well, why did row index get increased? I'm not doing anything with row index. Can I do it again? Yes, I can. I can break it again. But it shouldn't be... Why is the row? I didn't change anything about that. I just changed the column index. Okay, good. That's switching, which is kind of nice. Yeah, this is the quick swap. Just so you, since you can't see my keyboard, this is the quick swap keys that I'm doing, where you can swap without opening up the inventory. So, but for some reason, it's increasing the row index out of range 3-5. We don't have 4 rows. We only have 3 rows, right? In the crate step, we have, yeah, we only have 2 rows. So, where is row index being increased, and why is it acting like it's a dumb face? So here's the thing, we're not actually, like, row index is set to 2. But we're not ever saying row index should be 3. Right? Where is row index equals new item coordinates. Wii was the first home console and not a main. I keep reading that as AC as Assassin's Creed. It received Amiibo Festival HD models of Assassin's Creed characters, yeah. Animal Crossing characters. Second in use of the work done for the release game. I think that is a very reasonable, like, you're probably right. Okay, so new item coordinates are apparently new. Is there anywhere where we're saying that the new item coordinate, the current No, but we're not doing this here. That's the thing. This is only when you're pressing left and right, which might be part of the problem. That's just when you're... Yeah. Display froze, cam is fine. Oh. Stupid thing. Well, you can watch me code again. It's been stuck up there for a long time. I should really keep this up just so I can look over every now and then and see what's happening. My observational skills are very lacking. Row item equals index row. So well, why is row index suddenly becoming 3? Because here's where the problem is. A index equals column index. Two 5s out of range 3-5. Yes, it is. At line 62. So, over yonder. Okay. Yeah, I love it when the game is tiny. I'm having a hard time debugging this because it's so tiny. This is like the actual resolution of the game. It's like I was playing it on a little mini like Game Boy. Okay, so stop that. Cancel that. That is not very helpful. So row index is, this doesn't make sense. Just for ease of use, whenever we move the cursor normally, and it's on the index, so if we do, so it'll start all over for quick swapping. That's weird. Kiwi. I hate when I do that. I hit Alt F4 when I was unfocused. Couldn't help but think how at home this Waking Cloak would be on the Switch as I play more games with it. Yes! I would love to put it on the Switch, but Game Maker has to put out a Switch module. And as soon as they do, I will buy it and I will put the Waking Cloak on it. I mean, when I finish the game, of course. I will put it on the Switch before I put it on any other console if Game Maker comes out with a Switch module. And of course, you know, I get through whatever Nintendo's indie program is because they're probably a little bit more. They tend to curate their games a little bit more. So, but I will try. I'll try very hard. column index. Where did I set column index? I thought it was. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. Oh, hold up. You need to do it after I wrap it. Oh, oops. Hold up. Equipment row. You saw an article of this game on Facebook? How? Did somebody write an article about my game? That'd be pretty sweet. If you find that article, let me know. Like, post the link in the chat, because that would be sweet. It may have been my newsletter that I wrote at some point. Or maybe it was a similar looking game. It'd be awesome if there was an article. I think this is what I want. Yeah, what's happening is the wrap, and I don't know if this will actually fix it, but the wrap was, there we go. Yes, that's what I want. So we go over here and we go like this. Yes. Okay, good. That is very, like, surprisingly helpful. Because before it would just switch the item without moving the cursor, and now it moves it down to say, look, I switched this item with whatever was in your thing. Nice. A Zelda fan site. That's awesome. I've been thinking about when I do start getting around to finishing the game, which will be a while, is sort of hitting up Zelda sites, Zelda fan sites, and being like, hey, look, my game was hugely inspired by Zelda. Do you want to post something, article about something? And if not, you know, whatever, I understand. But I want to look that up, because that's really intriguing. So, equipment A index, equipment B index. Good, we're all set there. That is what I wanted, and that was surprisingly easy. We only had like one bug, which is not always the case. I'm looking at my notes over here now, and we are running low on stuff to do in the inventory, which is kind of awesome, because I'm really tired of working on the inventory. What, Kiwi? What? You want to come up, sit? Alright, come on. Okie doke. I have to show you Kiwi as usual. Here she is. She's a puppy. Yes, she is. Fix that. People always need writing material for the articles. They should be willing to do something. Yeah. That's my hope. Kiwi, you smell bad. It's bath. You lick. She's just licking me all over the place. She keeps licking me. Well, if you find, I just Googled it and I didn't see it straight off the bat. I do see a post that I made on my website. Yeah. Well, who knows? Okay, back to notes. Okay, so, drop the service before deactivating, then remove service when deactivating. I'm not going to worry about that. What you doing, puppy? Okay, let's do this. Let's actually stop working on the inventory today, for now, and let's work on the dialogue system, which does not exist at all right now. I did some research like a month ago, and wrote down a whole bunch of stuff. I watched a couple of videos. Sean Spalding did some. He's really good game maker tutorial guy. I think Heartbeast probably did one too, and a couple other random ones that I don't remember. Stop thinking me. So I guess we're gonna do this. So to start off, we have sort of our. Come here. How do I pull this to it? New window. Okay, whatever. I have it written down here, I guess. So, we have our basics is we want to draw the text box. Draw it on the bottom if the player's on the bottom, draw it on the top if the player's on the bottom. Switched. I got it messed up. But basically, you don't want to cover the player, you don't want to cover who the player's talking to. So if the player's on the bottom, the dialogue's on top, and if the player's on the top, the dialogue's on the bottom. The Zelda Game Boy games did this. Most RPGs do this, I guess. Yeah, like old RPGs. So we draw the text box. Then we draw the text out. We'll draw it all at once. We'll draw it transparent. And then one by one, we will set alpha of the characters. I'm not sure if that's possible, so if it's not, then what we do instead is we say, instead of drawing it out transparent, if that doesn't work, we draw it out black or final color, whatever the final color is, probably black. We'll draw it out black, but then cover it with white, and then or remove white one by one. You're so cute. You're so cute. Can't handle it. Basically the reason you do this is a lot of RPGs will take, or a lot of game maker people, whatever, I don't know, will draw out the lines, do it letter by letter, but the problem with that is that when it decides to wrap around, it'll start drawing the word on one line, and then when it gets too long for that line, it'll snap that word back down to the bottom. And it's kind of janky looking, so what I want to do is, I want it to be like, look like it's drawing out a line and then another line, and not like have it like, oh, I have to put this down here and mess up stuff. So draw probably 2 to 3 lines depending on how much fits on the screen, and then when we finish, we draw a close icon and remove the text box when the close button is pressed, or the text whatever button that we're pressing. Otherwise, instead of drawing the close symbol icon, we draw a arrow, and I'm not totally sure about this, but we pause the drawing of text until the button is pressed. Then we move the text up out of the way and continue drawing lines. So there's a fair bit of stuff going on here, and I don't know how easy it will be to get just straight up working. But you gotta start somewhere. You gotta start with something, and then, or what is it? Do it, and then do it right. So I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna be crappy, and then I'm gonna do it right, and it's gonna work. Hopefully. .org, make a new folder. Might not need a whole new folder, but we'll just make one for now because I want to. Display dialog, that's what we'll call it. And so what this will be is text speed x y. Var text equals argument 0. Var speed equals argument 1. Var x equals argument 2. Yay! You believe in me. It's not argument, it's argument. That. There we go. And then what is it, puppy? What you doing? Yeah. So it looks like we have a text object that we have to create. But we'll get to that in a second. Text box equals argument xx yy. I think this is the instance creates. Oh dear. Depth. Probably want depth. Yeah. XXYY. Depth will be negative 100, which I think is the same layer as the. Actually, I don't know, but it should be good. And then we will create dialog box or text box, I guess. Object. So that's going to break for now, but we'll say with text box padding equals 8 pixels, I believe. Max length equals view 0. So the max length of this is currently the width of the viewport, which is not exactly what we want, but we'll tweak it later. Text equals text. Oh gosh, that's bad. To display. There we go. Equals speed to write. Yes. Font equals font. I think I have this defined somewhere. Yeah, I just have global var font, so I'm not going to worry about that. Then say text width. Wait, hello. Text width equals string width extension. We'll put text as the string to output. Font size plus font size divided by 2. I don't know why. Be good to know. Oh, that's the separate. That's the separator. Right. Okay. I might not need that. And then the width is going to be the max width. And it would help if I made them the same. What's up, Kiwi? Do you want to go down? You want to go see? You want to go play with Kiwi? Or Suki? Whatever your sister's name is. Okay, so text width, text height equals string height x text font size plus font size divided by 2. Except for some reason I'm doing this badly because I missed 2 things. I missed several things. length equals string length text font size equals font get size font. And this is a global var, so should be able to just access it. Font size does not exist, so we'll do that. Now it exists. Box width equals text width plus padding times 2. Box height equals text height plus padding times 2. For some reason, there is a error because I need another princess. Yes, I need one here too. No, I don't. Max height. Is that it? Yes, that is it. Okay. I don't think we need to do draw set font because we're always using the same font. But just for kicks, just in case we switch fonts somewhere down the line, we don't want to mess things up. Is there a bug out there? Is that what you're pawing at the door for? Okay, let's create our text box object, or should I call it dialog box object? Yes. Nope, let's call it text box. Nope, let's call it dialog box. This is how I am the entire day. Alright, objects. Let's create an object, call it dialog box object. Right, so really neat idea that I heard that I need to do is some guy drew little pixel icons for all of his objects so they're easy to tell apart in GameMaker, which I think is awesome. I should do that. I have the set font before getting the size? No, because the font already exists in memory, so it doesn't really, like, you can get the size of the font in memory, but the draw set, what it does is it sets the target font. So you could have like 4 fonts in memory, you can get the size of each of them. Draw set font, you can choose which of those font you're going to draw. I assume that's how it works. I always just speak with such authority and then like stuff breaks. So, we'll see. All right, let's do create event. And then here we will do this. If I stop yawning first. Excuse me. All right, alpha equals 0. Hash kiwi. Print equals empty string. Time equals 0. Depth equals depth minus instance number. Gotcha, just got back. I had to take care of a few things and just caught the code at the last minute. Oh, welcome back. How's the spider old guy doing? Is that the bug at the door? It could be. And I just had the most like terrifying image of like looking out the door and just seeing that like bright red like face with a beard and 3 eyes. Just like staring at me and doing his little like talking. Oh! I forgot to show this last time because I was really tired and stupid. No, okay, it's not here. So I have to go to Imager. I have a new boss, and I think most of you have probably seen this. But hold up. This guy. Oh, hold up. This guy. So I'm still gonna do some work on him because it looks like his legs are doing really strange things. But oh man, I'm excited about this because he just like limps forward, and I don't know if this is actually where he's going to be, but I'm very psyched about this. Yes, very pleased. So that's the next boss that I worked on. I'm still figuring out what boss I'm gonna do next. A buddy and I worked on a couple ideas a couple weeks ago, so we'll see which one I decide to do next. Thank you. We tried to think of like all the creepy things because I have a strange desire to make this game scary, and I don't know why. Maybe it was because Ocarina of Time scarred me as a child with Redead and The Well and The Dead Hand, so I feel like I need to get back at it with my game. Antler Shambler. That's a good nickname for it. We were trying to think of a nickname for it. My friend and I were trying to think of a nickname for the elk guy, the antler guy, but so Antler Shambler might work. We nicknamed the old man Magnitude because of the show Community. There's a character named Magnitude, and he always goes pop pop. And when I was drawing the old man and showing him to my friend, we were both afraid of spiders, and the only reason like we were like not terrified of it is because at the end he starts opening his mouth and something, and so my friend thought he was saying pop 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 pop, so we decided his nickname was Magnitude. And if that explanation made no sense, I'm very sorry. I tend to ramble, but so we have Magnitude and Antler Shambler, which is kind of hard to say, but it's cute. So all right, so blah. So let's add another event. This will be the draw event. So if time is less than text length, time plus equals, what did I call it? Whoa, okay. Here we are. Yes, okay, so it's right there. That's cool. I called it text speed, not sped. Excuse me. Sorry. Time plus equals text speed, so that it will increase the time that we. Yes. Print equals string copy text 0 time. I think that prints it one at a time, which we don't want. Let's just get it working first. Why don't you like this? Number of arguments. Expected 3, got 1. There's totally 3 arguments here. Oh, okay. It's just slow. That should be it, actually. Alright, let's do this. Then after that we say draw set alpha. If alpha is less than 1, alpha plus equals text speed divided by 10. Don't know what that is, but we'll figure that out. Else alpha equals 1. Draw set font, even though we already set font, that's okay. Draw set color C black. Draw rectangle XX YY XX plus. Actually, I had a yeah. I had a brain fart. X equals argument 0. Where am I setting X, X, and Y, Y? That's weird. I mean, where am I using it? I'm not using it, am I? I should be. Argument 2 and 3 are X and Y, so X, X, and Y, Y. Alright, so we don't need. We just got confused. X and Y, X plus, yeah, because if we draw the instance at X, X, and Y, Y, then that instance's X and Y will be set. I think. Right, so X plus box width, Y plus box height. 0. No outline. Draw. Actually, hold up. C beige. Draw set. I don't need to reset the color, so I don't know why I wrote that down. But draw angle X. I can spell rectangle. Angle X Y X plus box width. Y plus box height 1. Oh, that's to draw an outline. I don't need that. Draw set color C black. Draw set H line. What does this do actually? I want to know what this does before I just use it. Lines I need subsequently drawn text horizontally. If only I could talk. So we want to actually align left. That's how I can fix the font in the inventory, because currently I'm just drawing it sort of weird. I'll just do that so I won't forget. So FA left, we align left, and then draw set draw set V align FA top. Right. Draw text extension. X plus padding, Y. I don't think we need this, but just in case. Print font size plus font size divided by 2, which should be the separation, and max length. Draw set alpha 1, and we end code. Alright. There's our dialog box object. Who knows if this will work? Then we'll say in the initializer, this isn't how we'll normally do this, but when we create the game, we will say dialog. Display dialog. We'll say, hi, my name is Joe. My name is not Joe. 1. Alright. Have I broken anything? Yes, I have. Max height is not set before reading it. That is... why? Okay, let's go figure out why that's broken. Max height is not set. Yes, it is not. That is correct. Let's go to my max height. Kiwi. We'll say max height equals view h. This is different from Game Maker Studio 1, so this might still be broken. Whoa! Whoa! It worked! I'm actually really happy. It's really fast. Okay, cool. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, let's go to data box object. I might not need this extra padding in between the letters. I don't know why I suddenly had like a really southern accent. Like, I don't know why I need this padding in between. There we go. Okay, because the letters already have their own padding. However, the padding on the left seems to be messed up. Maybe that's because of something else. I made this font, by the way. I made it all by myself. It's a sprite font, and I had issues with it for a while. I don't really like that M. Whatever. Okay. This is exciting. And is going surprisingly well. So if I say instead, display dialog, initializer, Joe, and this is a ridiculously long string. So this is more stuff. The flowers. The flowers, I really want them to dance to the soundtrack. Hey, that worked. It did that thing I was talking about though, where it like tried to draw out a string and then it was like, oh no, it's too long, and then it popped it down. So we'll get there to fixing that. But my padding is messed up. Needs an outline. But yeah, the flowers, I don't know if I'll be able to do this because I think the animation for tiles is not accessible at runtime. But I do want them to dance to the same like BPM of the music. And if I have to, I will make them objects just so that they can dance to the beat. So the problem is we have way too much padding on the bottom. We're not hiding the rest of it because, yeah. So that's the object that's doing all this. That'd be amazing. I agree. I hope that I can get it working. So the object does all the drawing, and what we're doing, I believe, here is string copy. We'll take this is really interesting, actually. So string copy is basically, it'll take an image and then the index to start with and then the number of characters. So what it's doing is over time, it's starting at 0 and then it's drawing more and more characters each time. So what is happening is it is actually basically print is a fully new string every time, or every draw frame. And I don't want it to be. Oh, whoops. I wanted to check if that padding worked that I just added. And I looked at something else. Okay. I think I fixed the padding, hopefully. Uh-oh. It's going off the screen now. Probably because... Oh. Hold up. Because of where I'm rendering. $320... Well, yeah, that'll do. So in the dialog box, if I say, instead of doing the print, I'll do the text. Yeah, it just says the whole thing. So I don't actually want to do any alpha of the thing, right? Yeah, so this is alpha of this guy. I don't need alpha. I don't need it. Yeah, because that's just fading in the box, which is a neat effect, but it doesn't look good with this game. Let's try that again, because I hit enter really fast. Okay, now it's not fading in. Well, you can't tell anyway, because OBS takes a little while to recognize what's going on. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to figure out how to do max height, and we need to figure out how to print out one 9 at a time. So sorry, I just messing with my preview in my OBS of my face. Never mind. So what I'm thinking, but I don't know if this would work. No, it wouldn't. Let's edit it a word at a time. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do it a letter at a time. I want to render all of it and then slowly render, change the color to black. Hold up. How did that happen? Oh. Because that doesn't do anything. Yeah, that literally does nothing. That's just for the outline. So the font has its own color, I believe. Or not. Okay. Okay, whatever. I don't know why that doesn't do anything, but I'll take it. It's just doing it by itself. Which might bite me in the butt later, but who knows? Okay, so that's working. Now what I need to do is figure out how to draw so I'm thinking I can draw little, like, a bunch of, like, an array of white boxes and then delete them one by one, or just not draw them one by one. It's a lot of little boxes to draw, though. I'm off to be back for the next stream, but I truly do hope to one day see this game on Switch. I do too. Good luck with your boxing of the texts. Thank you. I appreciate that. Have a good night, and I should be back on Wednesday. I don't think I'm doing anything. We'll see. See you next time. In fact, I'm probably going to sign off soon to here. To sign off to soon. Yeah. Grammar's hard. So what I'm trying to think through how to get this to work, actually. So let's say max height is going to be this divided by 2. I just want to limit the height just for kicks right now, just to get something done. Cool. That's even worse. Oh, wait, what? What is this? Larger or smaller port size than that assigned to the camera, then the camera view will be scaled down or up to fit. I don't think I want this. I'm gonna leave myself a little note. I don't think this is what I want. Hopefully Wednesday me can decrypt that. So can I set the alpha for each character? What I'm thinking is have this would be really janky and hacky, but what I'm thinking is I have just a white is several rows of just white rectangles whenever I draw a new screen of text, and then they will just shrink. I wish they kept a view, H view, N view, W view, and Studio too. I do too. I think I really like their camera system, the new one, and so I understand why. But it's a struggle figuring out how to place stuff on the screen again. So, still learning how to do that. I think I figured it out actually earlier today, kind of by accident. But it was one of those functions like get port X camera 0 or something. That's not helpful at all because it's not even close to what it's actually called. I haven't played with the camera into yet. It's actually what's helping me scale my game up because my game is really, really tiny. It's 320 pixels by 180 pixels, and that's really small. And so what I'm doing is I'll just go to in the room editor. So I have viewports enabled. The camera is 320 by 180, but the viewport itself is bigger than that. No? Oh yeah, I'm not doing that. I thought I was, but I'm not. So I'm just using the camera for camera stuff, moving camera around. But if you want to do upscaling, you can. So for example, I think you do the scaling on the viewport and on the camera. I think it may have done nothing. You can basically do super sampling. If I can figure out how to do it again. Maybe that's it. The viewport is smaller than the camera. Nope, that just breaks everything. That scales the wrong way. So I think it was the way that I was doing it earlier. It's just I wasn't scaling it. I was only doing it by 2. So if you do it by like times 5 is nope, that's wrong. Yeah. So I have a 1440p monitor, so this should actually upscale the game to 1440p. And so what happens here is, and it's hard to tell because of the way that I'm calculating movement, but each of these pixels is actually like 8 pixels. So, there's that. It's a banner over the top. Just keeps going. That's really funny. So something broke with the Maxwell. Anyway, that's probably enough for today. As always, thanks guys for watching. It's fun to hang out with you. I hope to see you guys next time, and I hope that it will be Wednesday. Unless something happens. Sometimes stuff happens. Like Anna, my wife, got sick today, and I thought I was gonna stream. She got, but she's apparently okay enough to go coach. So, yeah. I'm getting really sleepy. Yeah. So it's hard to think about what words I will use, which is hard enough anyway. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys have a great couple days until Wednesday, and we'll see you guys again. See you, Brian. See you, everybody else.